welcome back. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us today. This is Kutt the Barber, and it's called In the Cut, where we're going to be going to local barber businesses and talking to different barbers. And today we have a legend, a living legend. Now, y'all might know him as Salt, but I know him as Mr. Rodney Salters. I've been cutting my hair since I was about 14. I think he was the first one I had really got a great haircut from. I remember when you cut my hair for the first time, and I got outside. You know, I would check myself in the mirror. When I got out, man, I was checking myself in the mirror, the windshield glare. I was going to ask my mama how I looked and go see a girl right when I left there. And so I have great memories, considering I'm also a barber now. I always tell you, you kind of inspired me. You know, when I had some difficulties in life and didn't really know what I was going to do with myself, I remembered that cutting hair was a way to do something without getting in trouble. So with that being said, welcome. We appreciate you for coming by.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Well, what is it? We don't even know it was morning time. Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you did the transition from wanting to work for somebody or realize that you didn't want to work for anybody and your reasonings behind becoming. I don't like the word barber. I like, what are we?
I always on my card it says Barber Stylist.
Barber Stylist, right? Because we can do some women hair as well as men hair.
Yeah.
So the original Barber Stylist, Salt. Let's go.
Amen. You notice I said amen.
Amen.
That's a big part of what's going on in my life right now is making sure that God gets glory in everything that I do. If you can't do that, whatever it is you're doing, it ain't worth it.
So number one, you got to keep God in it.
Keep God
That's
first.
number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom used to tell me all the time, only what you do for Christ will last.
Will last. That's word.
Everything else will pass away.
That's word.
So what I'm working on now is really concentrating on leaving a legacy. I don't want to just have been on this earth and people not talk about me when I'm gone. So it's my desire now to leave something that's gonna last, whether that be in the mind of a young individual like yours,
Right?
Passing the baton on and on and on, so that what we know and what we've been through will help somebody who wants to be like us.
Right. I know, like me.
Like you said.
Yeah. But you have a really large family of stylists and barbers, right? I think it's like 5 or 6 that I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, that I know of, my dad. Everybody pretty much knows him. He's a living legend.
Tell him his name. Everybody
Steve Salter.
There he is.
Yeah,
That's right. The patriarch.
The man.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Formerly of Steve and Jeff's. Started out cutting there on Paramore and South Street.
Paramore and South Street.
At Sonny Van's Barbershop.
Sonny Van's.
Yeah,
Okay.
Him and Jeff Danzy both started there before they opened the shop themselves. They also went to school together. So they were tied at the hip.
Yeah, they're homeboys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
But
pretty
Jeff
cool.
is from Gainesville. I don't even know how they. I think they just met in school and they forged a relationship and the legend began.
So your dad, I know Auntie Wendy,
my aunt,
Stephen, Stefan, Brian.
Yeah. Brian, no.
What'd he do?
He's in law enforcement.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he's one.
All right.
That's one guy that I've known wanted to be the police all his life.
Yeah.
Since he was a little boy.
At least he had the dream.
Yeah, he's living his dream.
Yeah. Okay.
But he does know his son cuts hair. He's a college student. Little Brian, he's a twin.
Wow.
He has a twin sister.
It's in the blood, bro.
Yeah, so he's doing this thing up there on campus.
Where is he at?
He's at I can't never remember if it's Alabama A&M or Alabama State.
Oh, okay. It's a black college though.
He's at HBCU.
Okay, that's
my
cool.
My niece is at Tennessee State.
Congratulations. Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right.
They both are in the Air Force. Their dad was military as well.
Oh, wow.
So they're Air Force Reserve and so he's making his extra money on campus.
Yeah.
He'll call me, FaceTime me. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do to get this line out?
Yes, sir.
It's in the blood.
My son did that too. When he was in the Navy, man, he would call me, but the thing was, he had already messed up. Now, how you gonna fix something if you already cut the hair off that you need? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of times, as barber stylists, we can see things naturally that other people just can't see. So, what do you see is one of the main things that needs to be addressed in the black culture in the barbershop? Because I remember we went to James Bowie, legend in Orlando, right? Our producer went to James Bowie. I get up 4 o'clock in the morning just to be there on time.
Just to get a number.
Just to get a, you weren't even in the chair when you walked in because you had, right. Yeah. So I wanted to know, what do you see is the difference between people like Bowie and even differences between like you and I, because we're not that far apart in age, and these newer barbers? What are some of the things that you see need to be addressed, or what are we missing, or what are we not doing that needs to be done?
Well, from what I see and what I've been through, seeing James Bowie, when we came around, he was already a mature, established barber. So he had probably already gone through getting up late, being to the shop late, people waiting, whatever, so on and so forth. I didn't get that till later on.
I don't know if I still got it or not.
Yeah, I still remember people calling the house. My dad sleep. I'm on my way. And go right back to sleep. So
you got around the corner story, man.
It's life. It's like growing up. Young barbers are gonna be different. I don't care. I can't say all of them. You can't put everybody in a box.
Right.
You can't never say all.
Right.
Some young guys get it.
Yeah.
Early. Just like some guys that went to school with us, they got it.
Yes, sir.
You told them, they got it.
They did it.
Some of us is hard headed.
I'm just quiet now. I'm gonna let you take that one, because you're right.
Yeah, so
stubborn. Say a poor dog can't chase his own tail.
Right now, as long as I've been cutting, I've been licensed. I've been a licensed barber since 1989.
89.
Yeah, but
that's when I started cutting hair.
But I cut my first head when I was in the 5th grade. And those were my brothers. My dad put the clippers in my hand for the first time. Then I cut their hair then, and I think I was cutting their hair ever since.
Ever since.
Yep.
Man, so you honed your skills like everybody else that's became a good barber stylist. Yeah, you had to do it early.
But I had some expert tutelage to go with it.
But most definitely your daddy.
Yeah, I didn't just jump into it.
Right.
I know some guys that just started. I don't know.
I think I did it because there was a guy on my street, Paulos. And all the kids would go to him and get their haircut. I'm like, man, I could do that. So I asked him one day, I said, hey, man, why don't you tell me what you do? And at this time, I know you know about these, the white walls with the black cord that look like a lamp cord, and you cut fade edge with that one clipper. So this is all he told me.
And it'll get hot.
Boy, that thing burn, but you get them black lines across your head and stuff. So he was like, all you got to do is close it, take it ball, open it, put this guard on it, go against it, close it, edge it up, and you figure out that in between. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. I couldn't do this. It wasn't something that was just like automatic. You had to have seen it before, done it before, or at least knew what you was doing.
Trial and error.
Yeah, so you did that, but you had the privilege of having yours inside your house with a dad.
Well, I kind of stayed away from the fade at first.
Oh, Lauren Evans.
Yeah.
Stevens.
Even with a tight edge.
With a little part. Yeah.
A little rat tail part was the thing back in the day. So,
That's exactly what
everybody from Rio Grande had one of those.
Straight up. Yeah.
Shout out to the Jones boys.
Hey, that's real.
Eli Burton, he always say, man, you been cutting my hair, man, all this time. And
you still see the Burton boys?
Yeah, everybody's still on my street.
Still up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I remember that before when we was cutting hair, I guess we was younger and didn't really care. But I know, just as you know, we gotten older and we would get some maybe politicians or police officers or city officials, stuff like that. What do you think about when the mayor had his first official action be raiding the black barbershops in Orlando? You remember that?
Man, it's...
Were you there when they did it?
I know that they were doing a lot of stuff. They've been trying to regulate barbering in the industry for a long, long time. I mean, we both know guys who are licensed and unlicensed.
All day.
And they've been getting it like,
Drag.
Everything. Yeah. So I don't think it's ever going to be something that they can regulate.
Yeah. Does it need to be?
I don't think so.
I mean, we're providing a service.
I don't think so.
Yeah. It's our business.
Yeah, and we're not twisting any arms for nobody to come to us.
Right.
They come. They know what they're getting into, and I don't think so. When some things to deal with us always kind of over-regulated.
Yeah, it's like because I don't understand how is it that something that used to be a cultural hub, and I think that has to do with the reason that it's not like it used to be. As tell me the last time you went into a barbershop and it's packed out.
Well, the time it's changed, man. It's so many barbers. I think it always has been, because if you think back in the 80s when I got started, Bruton and Columbia had nothing but barbershops.
Up and down the street.
The whole Masonic building, every business underneath the lodge was all hair salons, barbershops.
I remember that.
Across the street was another one.
Across the street from
was
that. Across the street from that one.
yeah.
Down there, Urban
Around
Styles,
the corner,
all
you
that.
get
Yeah.
Taboo and so it's always been, like I tell people, if that want to, get into doing hair.
Yeah.
So many heads. One person can't do all the heads.
Yeah.
It's only so many heads one person can do a day.
Anyway. Right.
So it's gonna always be room for a good hairstylist.
Right.
If you're good, you can make it. You can't just be you can't be late and no good.
That's true. That's right. You can't. That's right. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
You said you was out here trying to do some things to leave a legacy. Give me some ideas, because I'm trying to do some things too.
Well, just like I said, like coming here today, you asked me to do that, and
That's right.
you always tell me every time I see you, say, "Man, I'm a barber because you."
Because of you.
Because of you.
That's right.
I get the same thing from Baby Lack.
Yeah.
I
That's my
cut his hair when he. Both of y'all were coming in at the same time.
Hey, so you was cutting his Kwame?
Yes.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
I put the Kwame on.
In the
Baby
Kwame.
Lack.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I got you, Lack. Now we know now, boy.
Yeah. But just that, and just being able, like me and you talk
Right.
about, as far as like whether to be in a suite or be in a shop. You prefer the suite life. I prefer the shop life. I think that I can reach more people in the shop atmosphere.
Okay.
And that's what we got to be. You got to be, like I was saying about that God thing. Yeah, you want to reach as many people as you can reach.
I agree with that.
You want as many people to see what abundant life looks like,
Okay.
or sounds like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I actually, I do. That's why I'm listening to you.
Back in the day,
sound good.
Yeah, back in the day, you're gonna always get all kinds of people, all walks of life.
Yeah, you do.
I've never looked like down on anybody who came in talking a certain type of way or whatever. Some people, hey, don't be cussing in here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I feel like once a person gets the vibe of a shop
Mm-hmm.
and understands, what's going on,
Yep.
then he'll conform on his own.
I know Jay Henry used to drive me crazy. Well, we used to working there, man. Jay Henry say, "Don't you bring no cell phone in here? Don't you put no number on no cards?"
Yeah.
But
Bunch of rules.
One thing he did tell me, which I had to give him credit for, so, and it was held true even after I started working there. He always had the gold in the mind before you got there. So he kept that same gold so that when you left, the gold mine was still there, but it was all his gold mine. So something like that is not going to spread out. It's going to just stay there.
Well, see, here you go again, John Henry.
Right. Jay Henry crazy, man. That's my boy, though.
Another prospect, another product of Steve's House of Styles.
Wow.
My dad.
Oh, that's right.
Got John
That's
Henry
right.
to go
I
to
remember
Barber
that.
School.
That's right. Miss Wendy told me
So
that.
he started out up there with us.
Yeah.
So the life that he has lived makes him to have the kind of rules and the structure that he has. It works for him. It works for him.
Gotcha.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
And it works for the people that come there. Because if you don't like it, you
Just
won't,
go.
You won't come there.
Yeah, that's right. Just go
understand?
somewhere else.
So he's doing something right. He's cutting the mayor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's doing what he's doing with the state board.
Yep.
So,
I think it's great too. I mean, we have a lot of
Yeah.
people around here. My only concern is we're looking at this younger generation. Where's it going to go? Like, I don't see people trying to spread
Well, that's
like
why
what
it's
you're
going to
talking
take
about.
us to push that.
Push
And
it.
we're talking about it now.
Yep.
Who to look up to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
who
the
has
thing.
done things
Yeah.
around here that I should be looking? Who should I go talk to if I'm interested in being a barber or a stylist?
Mm-hmm.
Who is somebody that I would want to go talk to?
That you can trust or that give you
that's
good
gonna give me-
advice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Us.
John,
Jay Henry,
yeah.
If you want to be structured, like more,
Oh man, the big name guy around here still, and I keep saying I want to get with him and talk and do certain things, just to chop it up with him. Tony Grant, man. Tony Grant has done so much in the industry, from doing hair to creating his own line and selling his own line.
Yeah, he got his own warehouse and everything.
From magazines to calendars
Yeah.
to shows. Nobody else has done it like that around here.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
That's a good guest to have on here next.
Nobody else has done
Get
it
Tony
like
Grant
that.
to come up in here and
man.
talk with us.
I think you're in one of the suites.
Yeah. That's right.
He's the first person to start that here.
Yeah, I know.
I saw it
on Pine Hills.
I saw it in Atlanta years and years ago. Nick Anderson is one of my clients that I, one of my famous clients that I was cutting back in the day. So being in Atlanta when he first retired, I saw the first suite there. One girl had a suite. I had never seen it before.
Yeah, because it's all been open air.
But
Everywhere
I was
we
like,
go.
man, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because I think men and women actually worked across from each other. It wasn't even like a whole different section. It's like there's the women right there and there's the men over there.
Yeah, still haven't done it.
Dude, I'm done.
So,
But he is a good one. I have to get him in here. I think that's going to be a good, might even go to him if he let us go in there and set up shop and, let him show us what he's done. Because, he do real estate too. I mean, he doing some of everything. Kurt Cooper. We could bring in Curtis. Curtis doing some big things.
Another cutting up product.
Yeah, I know he's with Steve. I know.
And Kurt had the opportunity. He worked with both, and he left from my shop and went to working with Jeff. So he got.
Oh, right on the corner of Brooklyn.
Yeah,
he got both best of both worlds.
Man.
Yeah. Kurt. It's a few.
Yeah.
That's been out here. But I think the more we get into it, I know how I feel. My hands be hurting sometimes, my back, whatever. Now I'm thinking about education.
Yeah,
what you think about that? What do you think?
Yes, me and my cousin, another cutting up, Steve's House of Style product, Curtis DeRiso, owner of Changing Faces.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's what he's been on me about lately, getting this school.
Yeah, we need to.
He's worked as a instructor, and he's been on that. So it's just a matter of getting with the right people who are like-minded and just getting with it. I've seen people go into business in the hair salon industry with people who are not actually stylists. I don't think I could do that.
Right, because there's no experience. That's like running a restaurant and you're not a cook.
If I'm there every day, all day, every day, I don't think it's good for you to come in with any, ideas about what I should be doing in the shop.
Can't speak on something you ain't experienced.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can. It's just, I don't know. Just in my experience, from what I've seen, it just don't. I don't think it works.
So we got some things to do. We got to work on the school. We got to get with the
school.
Yeah, get with your cousin
so that they can get the proper training. Like I see so many different techniques. Like the fade now, you got the barbers pressing the line on there.
Yeah, you see that foolishness?
They
raking it. They raking it.
They making a.
Cause they can't blend out the lines. Cause they can't fade.
So I don't know. I don't know. My son is also one of these barbers that's up and coming, but hasn't gone to school, but has clientele.
They don't teach you how to cut hair in school, though.
Well, he's always showing me stuff like these famous barbers on social media. I'm like, man, that ain't how you do that.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's like the way they teach kids math these days. Like, why they show you how to do it like that? That ain't make no sense. That's double work.
The angles don't even line up.
It's about lines.
Like
that's right.
the temp in the front don't match the temp
in the back.
It's like you got two
the
different
line
haircuts.
comes straight now.
Like,
going back. Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, not talk.
And they think it's fire.
I don't even want to get in there. That's another show, man. But so we're going to get up out of here, man. Thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, man, anytime.
I appreciate you.
Invite me back whenever you get a chance. But the hair industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Right.
We got to teach people how to have the shop, sell the products, all of that.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't do the retail stuff.
Yeah.
I remember your shops used to have the products in the corner over
My
there.
My dad was ahead of his time, man.
The gel,
and that's why
everything.
I say I'm mad, because I haven't really picked it up and taken it as far as I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame that I'm not as far in the game as I should be.
You're talking to the choir.
But
we still here.
We still here.
We still here. So, hey, as long as we still here, it's a chance.
So look out, y'all.
That's right. It's coming.
It's coming.
Just pay attention.
Yeah. Shout out to Carlos Leach. I think.
Oh, Leach Law Firm. That's my boy. I cut his sons here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
That's who I'm with now.
It's like a round robin, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some things in the neighborhood.
I think I talked to him about something like that.
We're gonna be doing some stuff, man, and it's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Let's do it then.
Yes, sir.
You're in the cut with Kutt the Barber and the legend Rodney Salters in Orlando, Florida. Thank you guys for joining. See you soon.
Peace.
Look, I gotta watch my back, dodging demons, coppers, hoppers probably hate me cause I'm black, I don't know, I be spreading love, sometimes ain't mutual, just a seed that's from that darkness, but that's what it takes to grow, still in flow.